Hey guys, how are you today? How are you today? It is Thursday, February 9th. We're getting really, really close to Valentine's Day, as everyone knows. Thank you guys for joining. This is going to be Holly by Nations, as you guys know. Um, it's our show that we've been putting on here for a while, just a couple of weeks. I just started this segment, which I do enjoy doing. Um, we had a little stumble. Sorry for a little bit late uploads because the gentleman I am talking to, unfortunately, his mom did pass. And so I haven't had as much contact with him as recent. I kind of slowed down on it. Obviously you need time to heal, and not even a couple of months will make that better. Especially losing a parent. But I wanted you guys to know what was kind of going on and kind of still about how my process is. So we're just gonna go with the flow. So like I said, my name is Mzpoly. If you guys have never been to my channel, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. This is just one of our segments that we do for right now. Like I said, it is called Poly by Nations. We talk about me dating someone internationally and also dating international in general and how that is, and little places and things. And part of this is starting off a little bit soft. I just want to kind of like get you guys into the vibe of coming in here. But we're going to talk about different places and things like that. And so, also in combination with that, if you guys never heard of Passport Bros or Passport Sisters, there is a video that I will be uploading to my channel. I was on King and Dreams over there on his channel. We were talking about kind of this new little thing called Passport Bros. And I'm going to say it's new, just outcoming. The process of people dating outside of the US is not new. It's nothing surprise. But for some reason, which I do believe, there's been a little bit of a hot light on gentlemen going outside, black males, apparently going outside of the US to date. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that not everyone does this, but there are some gentlemen who are down putting the women that in the US, or even Western women, or sometimes even black women, specifically American black women, saying that since we don't have it together, that's why they're leaving. So this is not the show to do opinions. We are just making statements here right now. So you guys can check out those other podcasts. We also, there's knowledge, relationships. Jen on the block with Jen. Sorry, she also talks about it. Like I said, and I've been on some panels and we speak about it. But what I will be doing, though, the new part of this segment, which I wanted to start, was not only showing you my process, but I also want to show you about other countries, because that is what we really want to do. Poly by nation, show you what poly looks like in other nations, talk about it, talk about changes in different places, like how feminism has changed things in other countries and how their poly dynamics have changed and things like that. So this is going to be an eye opener thing. So this little series hopefully will last all the way up to possibly even meeting the gentleman I am talking to at the end of August, and then seeing where that goes and see how that process is. So I am happy to share with you guys. I want to give out good information. So today, what we're going to do, this would be probably, this video will be one of the last ones that I show you what I do to kind of explore. This is just kind of show you what I do to explore. And then we're going to go on knowledge and relationships. And then we're going to have a conversation with their channel, and M3 and me. We're going to have a little discussion about, once again, just diving a little bit deeper into that process of dating online and dating internationally, and the safety. This will probably be the last one. And then the next show, I'm reaching out to a few people. I am going to start a segment where we're going to actually talk to some people who are dating in other countries, and possibly even talk to people who are living in other countries, and they're going to talk to us about what those places look like, and if they see poly there, because we always want to put our little poly twist on there, right? A little seasoning salt. We're going to also talk about that and what it looks like when you date internationally. And then, like I said, put a little poly twist on it. I will give you information about that. So this is going to be exciting. So I'm reaching out. Hopefully hear from them soon, and then we can make some dates, and then I can get us another part of our series. Yes. So now, hi everyone who's been in here. Right now, I'm going into the comments because I don't want to leave one out. If you guys had said hi to me today, hello, darlings. Lovely to see you. So, what I want to do is, like I said, we're going to talk about this. Last time, we're going to talk about kind of what I do to kind of get to know someone from another place. So, second part that I will say, I'm going to actually show you the gentleman I'm talking to also. One of the big parts is interaction. I know people just for safety purposes, and we talk about a lot of safety because it's important, but safety processes, we want to make sure that we're talking to who we want to talk to and things like that. Like I said, especially if they're overseas, they're not on the same time frame. You want to talk to them at the daytime, talk to them at nighttime. You guys send your little pictures and all those great things. So that's what I'm actually going to go into now. Let me go ahead and get up my presentation. If you bear with me just a moment. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I make sure I get the right screen here. Okay, because I want you guys to see my I don't want to see all the crazy stuff I be looking at. Y'all don't even know. I'll be looking at probably like people eating. Listen, I'm making a whole website about adult toys right now. Intimate interactions with your partner and multiple partners and how you make that interesting. So I'm setting up a store. I already kind of up, but I had some issues with some permits and things like that. So I got to put it on pause. But I don't want to put on YouTube. I don't want to get my page taken because I didn't show y'all some toys and it ain't supposed to be like that. So I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, let me go here. Let's see what we pull up here. Hopefully, yes, PG-13. Thank God. Okay, so what we want to do is I want to start by over here doing stuff. Here on the side. Ooh. Okay, darlings. And let me just say this. I'm going to say it. This is anything I share with you today will be for educational purposes. So this is going to be the fair share viewing or something like that. I'll figure out. I'm going to get that up here too. But basically, this is all for educational purposes to educate people on how to talk to people outside. And this is also a view of some of the things that, like I said before, that I do. So I want to let you guys see that. So let me go over here, back to our search. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in here. So what I do, I usually go in here. And like I said, last time we were looking at stuff, I want to show you guys some stuff. So I told you the man was from Afghanistan. He is actually in, every time he's in, because he's from Afghanistan, but he's actually in Iran. Is Iran? Watch me be all lost. See, because he told me, I know he's from Afghanistan, but what happens? Oh, he's in Pakistan. Okay. See what happens when you're being too great. Okay, so I was being a little great. Okay, so I put up. So we're gonna go back to what we were doing before. Like I said, I looked up clothes. Now I know you guys think, oh, that's stupid. Oh, look, no, it's not. It's not stupid. Okay, so it's not stupid. Sometimes if you're someone from another place, it's nice to see some things culturally from another location that you're at. Or location that you're at. So what I did recently, with, like I said, some of the things I do is I started looking at things like women wear. Like if I wanted to go on a date with him and I wanted maybe to just make it a special thing, I would definitely look into maybe an outfit, like buy an outfit or two that he would see representation of his home. And this may be something you do later. You may be looking at the outfits now, but not purchasing them obviously until like maybe a month before they came, because some things take a little while to get to you, long time to get to you. So I definitely looked up that. What I did was I looked up different clothes trends. There was one designed for girls in Pakistan. So, like I said, he's from Afghanistan, which is different. Not all the Middle East are the same. They are different. So when you're in Afghanistan, they are fully clothed. We talked about this last time. So this is something that you have to be aware of. But since he's actually in Pakistan, there's a little bit difference. So we can look at we can look at some things they have. One thing I really like is the modern mall. I like that they use some people use turmeric. I think in India they use turmeric. They use a special powder, and I don't know the names right now because but I know that it exists. Making designs on your hand, all those three things, dress ideas. I actually was very surprised. One of the things I was surprised at is that there was usually for these countries, I wouldn't think they would have the women in pants, but I see a lot of two-piece outfits, in part of them are pants. Like this one here, right here, it had two pieces, but they're long shirts, but they're pants. I was like, oh, okay. But that's awesome. Like something like that, you could wear that red outfit or something like that, a two-piece. Those are beautiful garments. And you can even find something maybe here at your local store that could look very similar to that and put it on. Okay, but I do want to show y'all that. Okay, so I looked at some of these things here. I think their items are beautiful, especially the cloth. It's just very flowy. Now I will tell you this: since I'm a plus size woman, sometimes when you put on all these things, you can look very bulky. Okay, and this is just honest. You look very bulky, so you got to be careful. You don't want to look like you're wearing bed sheets. So you want to make sure you get something that's is nice and fits your body. Obviously, let me just push that one. Sorry. So this is a store, the U.S. Now this, like I said, this is something I just think it's pretty. I don't think it's fashion for me, but something like that, the overlay is very beautiful. So, like things like this, you can go to these kind of stores, look up items. Islamic. I will tell you, I actually, people might think it's weird. I would wear a hijab. Like I would wear one. I'll tell you. I think for me, the hijab is for me. I like it because I also feel like sometimes if you're a little like having a little anxiety, or you feel like people aren't really listening to you, and like it might be a mental thing. I feel like if you wore a hijab, it kind of takes the focus. It does. It takes the focus off of everything else. I mean, if you have a pretty face, there's nothing you can do about that. But it does take away the the thing that you like thinking, oh my God, are they looking at my face? They're looking at all this stuff. No, they're not. So they can't see it. And they're just hearing what you say. And I actually I've considered wearing this a while ago. I have a friend named Sunshine. Hi, Sunshine. She is actually Muslim, and she is someone who actually wears a hijab quite a bit. And she's a lovely young lady. Sorry, I said it really weird. She's a lovely young lady, and she does wear hijabs. And since she's been wearing them, look, they're not really that expensive, like $14, and they're very beautiful, different styles. Um, and I would wear one. And I know it's more it's not really like religious some partially, but I would definitely wear it and have no problem with it. I considered it a few times myself, but like stores like that. Okay, let me go back over here. Sorry guys, I'm just leave that up for a second. Let's check comments, make sure no one's talking to me and I'm not paying attention. So yeah, I would really consider wearing one. Oh guys, were you not able to see none of that crap I was looking at? Oh, I must. That sucks. That sucks. Okay, so anyway, I was thinking about wearing a hijab. Let me look. Let me look. I can't even believe that I opened another window and I guess it wasn't sharing that window. But like I said, outfits like these are what I was looking at. And then here's some more. Let me see if hopefully this opens up in the same place. I don't want it to go anywhere. Okay, so these are things too. Um, see the decorations, they're just so vibrant and beautiful. So for me, I really do enjoy the actual colors and things like that. I do like that. Like I said, the hijab is something that I actually really started kind of leaning towards. And actually, what's really weird is that I started leaning towards that when after a breakup. Now I know I could say, "Oh, that's something." I broke with someone, and for the first time, I felt like my looks had a lot to do with the reason that they were with me, and it made me feel some kind of way because I thought the connection was more intellectual, but then I kind of felt like it wasn't, and that kind of like it does for me. It bothers me sometimes when I feel like the reason you're with me is more for my appearance than my intellect. And I know some guys are like, well, we don't care about it. I understand it. But for me, that bothers me because I know at the end of the day, these looks are only going to last so long at the end of the day. And I can be a beautiful woman, yes. And when I get older and look beautiful for my age, yeah. But at the end of the day, these looks aren't permanent. And for me to feel like that's what you care about, it just makes me feel some kind of way. And I've had this issue basically like my whole life. So this is something I never really thought about it, but when I saw a lot of women, even more Muslim women, I see more current Americans wearing hijabs. It when I saw the women I saw wear them, I was like, I get it. I totally get it. I would wear one. Especially if I know everyone's like, oh, that's pretty girl complex. Nobody care. You look cute. You mad because people are looking. It's not even about that. Um, it's more of the fact that like if you feel like that's what everyone's looking at all the time, and even if you had an insecurity about yourself, it just it relieves that stress and anxiety. And I think that um, it also helps some people, feel better when they're out and about and then like no one's staring at them down or listen. I didn't think that at first. Okay, I know I cosplay and act wild. I like to cosplay. I like people to see the dresses I come out with because I put a lot of effort into that look or whatever. But there are lots of times I do want to just be covered. And I'm okay with that. I don't really care. And that's fine. Okay, so anyway, back to what we were saying. So let's go back in here. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, guys. Okay, so these are some of the outfits. These are some videos you guys can look at. This is what I do when I'm looking at um, outfits for that. Now, also, you want to take a look for the men. There's some videos that I want to click on the videos apparently, but for men, look like that. That's a hot outfit. Like if I wanted to buy this man a gift, bam, there it is. You know what I'm saying? So these are things you would look at. What do they wear? What looks nice? And then when you're having that conversation, this is also, guys, for Valentine's Day coming up, this is also how you can find things for partners and things like that. You look into these things because it shows effort. And if you're going to be serious with someone, you put in effort, right? So for me, I put in effort. Sorry, chapped lips for making me bite it. But you put in effort. So you find out, okay, like let's just say, for example, he tells me that he likes the color blue and he likes to wear it. He thinks it's good in it. All right, check mark. So then when I'm looking, oh, you like long sleeve? Like you can kind of pop in questions here and there. They don't know what you're doing. You fishing, yeah, but you gotta look around. Like, okay, he likes this color. I think he would look nice in that. And then you could do that. If he likes watches, check mark. There you go. You have something established. And a lot of times people are like, oh, well, he has all those things already. Sometimes it's about the little things they talk about that are really, really important. So we're gonna do Meanie Black. We're gonna have a whole thing about gifts and Valentine's, so please look out for that. But these are things you can do just in general to get yourself in a position with your person that you're potentially wanting to date. Let them know that you're really interested. Putting that effort to find out what their culture is about, what their food looks like. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go here to let's just look up food. Okay. So I even looked up on YouTube, I looked up a whole thing about someone traveling there and I looked that up because I wanted to see like these little videos here. Yeah, they're 2 hours. Shoot, what else are you doing? Look at the videos. Look at what it looks like. What does their everyday look like? What does their everyday look like? And so what does their food look like? So for me as a woman, like if I'm gonna make, let's say he came and he came here and he's been here for like 2 days or whatever. I may want to say, hey, I want to try this food out. So what I'll do is find a recipe, try to do it, and then I would actually taste test it. Obviously you always want to test your food out first and see if it's nice, and then prepare that meal. That could be something very special that you could do, especially you want to sometimes do things outside your comfort zone. Like for me, I've always told people, like, I'm not extremely domestic. It's something that I've took on in the recent years because my partners are used to very traditional women. And even though they don't really request that of me, and I've told them prior to, I want them to see that I'm putting in effort. Yeah, she's not very domestic, but you know what? She went out of her comfort zone to show me that she really cares about me and do something special for me. And that is really nice. You know what I'm saying? It's not always about what I want to do. And so, shoot, I want to try this food, make this food for you. I did it on Thanksgiving. The thing of Thanksgiving, like I never made a damn pie in my life, and I had to make a sweet potato pie. I made that pie like 3 times, okay? And I was like, "There's too much sugar in this, all this." I don't even like sweet potatoes, and I still did that for my partner. And I made him a whole pie, and I put in the extra effort, made sure it was blended right, smooth, and all kinds of great things. And then I made like banana pudding, another thing I've never made before. So I put in, like, cause they're from the South. So I'm like, even though I'm from the South too, I still put in a lot of effort to make Southern food or things they like, because I know that means a lot to them. It reminds them of things. One of my partners, his mother passed, and he didn't really want to eat certain foods, and I took the time and I made some for him, and I try to make it taste maybe like the way she used to make it. And those are things that mean things. And so I did do that. So yeah, like these little things you guys think are stupid, they're not. And then find out what kind of foods they like I said. Sorry if I'm talking really fast. So I do want to, like, I have to investigate this a little bit further by myself. I don't want you guys here for 2 hours but I'll watch videos like this. I'll look at things. We talk about looking at religion, thing like that. I know he is Muslim. So, we talked about, like, do you want me to be converted, all that, we've had those conversations. So let's move on. Thing else. Okay, let me go back and just check if anyone's commenting. Hello, Savage. Hi. How you doing? I am talking about Poly by Nations today. We're going to finish up our research portion, and what I look at when I'm talking to someone internationally. What do I do? Now I have dated a lot of Jamaican men or Caribbean men, but mostly Jamaican men. They like things like rice and peas, oxtail. They like curry a lot. Let me think. So, and these are things, I don't really eat a lot of beef. So, like things like that, I have not yet made oxtail, but that is on the list, my friends. I will have to jump in that pot. But I do know, like, like basmati rice. I actually don't like basmati rice. I don't know why. I don't like. It made me feel like I'm eating worms, and I just don't like it. I like a thicker rice, but that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so knowledge relationship. So I like that. But like I said, I did a lot of Jamaican men. They like coconut water. They like with the chunks in it. The chunks matter. Things like that they like to eat. So and it always ends up, I don't know, island men seem very attracted to me. Because I never really know at first. And I'm like, wait a minute, are you from the islands? What's going on? And then it happens. So, I try to make food that is, plantain, which there's just, like I said, there's some food I just haven't made yet, but we're going to get there. And then I have my other partner. He is from Texas, and he likes to eat a lot of meat. Pause. Okay, so he likes to eat like steak. He doesn't like vegetables. It's called rabbit food. And when these two get together, they get rid of all my veggies. They're out of line. Okay. So no. So and then the gentleman I'm talking to now, he definitely said that he doesn't like beef too much. So listen, you know what I'm saying? This is like a dancing thing. Yeah. Does it sound like a lot of work? I don't think so. It's just like you just know what people like and what they don't like. So, all right, let's keep going. If you guys have any questions, you go ahead and hit me up. Let me keep going here. Like I said, oh Lord. Okay. You guys know. Okay, so let me go back over here so you guys can see. So I'm gonna go over here. So I'm trying to figure out. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick because I'm gonna pull up the picture of the gentleman I'm talking to, and I want to make sure, you know, we don't expose anybody. Pause. Go ask Jasmine, please, baby. Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna go pull that up real quick. So the gentleman I'm speaking to, he is, like I said, he is from. Let me go to it. Afghanistan. He is currently in Pakistan. Um, okay, you have to. No, he did not. You go in there. I will help you in a minute. You're not doing that. Thank you. And let me go to his picture here. Oh, I don't know why I do that sometimes. Okay, I'm going to go into my Facebook. Okay, because I don't want like y'all be in my messages like, girl, who are you talking to? And I also, guys, I have the Poly Lounge is the group I have on Facebook. It is Poly. You can go on there. You guys can check out wonderful Poly things. Okay, just wonderful Poly things. But the Poly Lounge is the name. I'm in there. Kind of, I'm like a moderator, but the person who started it, I haven't seen too much of him recently, but but I myself am on there, and I try to put up posts. We did some cool things. Let me pull up his. Let me pull this up, guys. I'm sorry. Let me get in here. I want you to see the photo. Cause okay, listen, I would show you the photo that he has on regular Facebook, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I think he took that when he was like in his 20s, and I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to rob Kratos out here because he looked very young in that photo. I want a little bit of facial hair. You might have some facial hair for a second, sir, or something. You look very young. I am older than him by 6 years, though. So that was very interesting. But I have heard of people in the Middle East who actually Middle East, India, also in Asia. I've heard a lot of men dating older women, which that kind of threw me off too. Um, oh, here we go. Let's live this life. Okay, sorry guys, it's taking me a second. I don't know why this is hard. You know what? Why am I living this life with y'all? Let me see. Now y'all like we've been waiting, lady. I'm gonna use my other phone. Y'all just gonna have to live your life with me because I don't know why the messenger on here isn't working like I want it to. That just making me mad. I don't want to be mad. I want to be a happy person. I want to be a happy person. Okay, so let me go in here to our chats. I go to his name and I go straight to our photos. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. As a matter of fact, he is actually online. I don't know why, but it's late there. So I don't want to disturb him in his walk in life, but I will say hi to him this evening because this is his evening. This is his evening. It's my day. Okay. So, okay. So now y'all can see. Oh, God, it's so bright. Okay. Is it going to adjust? Is it not? Is it all right? Look, it's not adjusting. Is it adjusting now? Okay, there we go. So this is him. Okay, y'all get a great look, great look. I think he's a very handsome young man. He's very nice. And like I said, He has no children. Never been married, and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Now I don't know. I don't think it matters to me that much. I mean, like some girls have like a lot of high standards to certain things. I'm just not. I guess because I feel like if you're if you belong with someone at whatever stage in your life, it's where it's at, and those things don't really bother me too much. Now I don't like drama and all that, and if you need to fix that, yeah, of course do such. And if you're on a crazy journey and you're just like out of line, no, I don't want to be part of that right now, holler at me later. But um things like, okay, you know what, I messed up a couple times in my life, things happen, as long as you're progressing and being positive, I'm all down for that. I'm down for that. As long as we're showing progression and we're not going backwards and we're not continuing to do things we have no business doing, holla at me. Ain't got no problem. So I will say that. What time are we? We have 30 minutes. Okay, so I definitely, like I said, I don't want to make this one too long because we're gonna have an actual guest next time, and I'm hoping that person will come. Hey, dangerously. So, and then like I said, we're gonna talk about being poly. So also before I wrap this up, I want to give us like a couple more minutes about being poly in another country. All right. Okay. So we want to pull that up. Let me go back to our page. So poly and what it looks like in another country, because this is really important, especially if you're a poly person wanting to date someone from another country and you're not sure about all the wonderful things that this person is or whatever, right? Okay, so we're gonna go back to where we were before. Let's see, go back to where we were before. Pause. We're gonna share that page again. I'm gonna put my lovely face back up again. Give me a moment. Get it all set up here. Okay, there we are. So let's go back in. So we're gonna look up. So first, so since he's in Pakistan, we're gonna look at Pakistan and poly. And so most of the time they're polygamous. So we're gonna look at that. Okay, let's look it up here. Okay, I hope you guys see what I see. So we don't want to get out of videos because I don't want y'all to see the videos. Let's look at all. Let's take a little gander. But you saw, wait, I lied. Let's go back. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. So here we go. Well, you know what I'm saying? Let's get some stuff here. Okay, we're just trying to look what poly looks like. Oh, look at the two babies. Okay, there's a gentleman with 4 wives, there's 2 wives, 3 wives, all the babies. Okay, so you know that's there. What I'm starting to see though is a difference. I don't want to get over there, but I do see a difference in the dynamics now. Like, so you can see it's mostly polygamist and their wives. Okay, so there's the wives. It's very interesting here. Okay, so that's what you mostly see. So let's take a look at something else. Because I want to be fair, right? You want to look at all things. So we're going to look up. This is the one. This is the one I'm going to look up. Sorry. If you guys are commenting, hi to you, but I haven't pulled it down enough. So this is polyandry, which we were talking about. So as you can see over here in this side, there are a woman, and 3 men. Most likely, as you can see, like I said, there's smaller people. It's starting to become more common in these areas, and we're going to talk about that. Like I said, there's a lot of change with women and men in different countries, and now here's another one. It is becoming polyandry is coming up a lot more, and a lot of it, I believe, in my opinion, has to do with the feminist movement around the world, not necessarily that is like everybody's trying to do something different. It was a small percentage, but now it's not looking that way, especially in Africa, where it's illegal to be polyandry. So let me go back. Okay, but these pages are really kind of strict, so I just want to make sure you guys know that. But But let me go ahead and pull that up and go back to polygamy because I want y'all to see some other stuff. Let's go to all. Okay, let's go to all options. So, so let's read this here. Polygamy in Pakistan and Islam, man's right to exercise polygamy is of great advantage to a woman. Now, this is like I said, it is legal in 1961. And if you're Islamic faith, you're allowed to enter into those unions, max of 4 wives at one time. So there's that. Okay, let's go down here. You gotta get a little bit of information. Now, remember, please, guys, remember when you're looking up information online, regardless if it's YouTube or not. Remember when you're looking up YouTube and things like that, these are sources to start the journey. When you're looking for facts, you want to go to scholarly links. I will say things like wiki. You can't, because people can change wiki yourself. Like a random person can go in there and fix whatever they want. Wikipedia, which you also see here. I'm reading it, but if you want to verify, you need to look where that information came from and verify with a scholarly resource. Obviously, books, people who've been educated, people who have not just gone there, but people who actually have legit stuff like lawmakers. You want to go to people who are doing biographies, things like that. And still, even when you look at some of those things, you have to know that there may be biases. Okay. But let's go down. So while polygamy is illegal in Pakistan, a man can have up to 4 wives if he first obtains permission from his first wife. So you see like things like that. Now, if you want to double check that, you can go look. But these are things you look up laws, you go to their law books. But basically, this will get you started, and then you can double check, fact check your stuff. Okay. But obviously, you do have to get permission from your wife. Your wife has to be okay with such a thing. Oh gosh, where did I go? Did I do something crazy? Hopefully not. Okay. Let me just show y'all that. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of look at the photos. Sorry, let me go back down where we were. And we get the pictures. So now this place right here is a good one. A lot of people use this to study for school. So this is a good one. And 95% of the population is Muslim. And as you guys can see, so these are things that you look out long ago, things where, so these things you can double check, but just get the information. So like this, that's not true. This is not true. So I don't know who this is, but their research is not facts. And that needs to get fixed. So like 2% of the global population lives in polygamous households. That's not true. Obviously, it's very large. It's like 83%. Now that's facts. That is from actual. What is that? Oh gosh, I'm just losing facts here myself. There's statistics that you get from U.S. statistics. You can find information like that, and also if you look up, global statistics, you can find it. That's not true. It's not low. It's very high. Mostly because most of the religions are, the biggest religions are. Wait, oh gosh, what are the biggest ones? Muslim, Islamic, Buddhist. Those are the big religions. These guys who practice that obviously will make up more. So it doesn't mean you have to practice it either. It doesn't mean, oh man, I have to have 4 wives. No, that's not what it said. That's not what it said. Did you have the ability to do such? So let me get out of here. Like I said, I didn't want to go too long today. I just want you guys to get the rest of this research information. So yes, you are allowed to marry more than one wife. This is in Pakistan. Like I say, it's from Afghanistan. They're allowed to do it there also. But it's a lot stricter rules there. Women have to be fully clothed. I think that was the last year. That's the new rule last year. That's full head dressing all the way, only eyes showing. You have to be in at a certain time at night. I know people are like, oh, that's so restrictive. It is. You're not allowed to be going around with men that aren't your family members. You're not supposed to be really walking around by yourself at night. You can get a fine, like your husband or your parent, your male parent, or if it's your older brother, if he's the only one in the house, they will get fined. Hey, Gray Pill. So you will get fined for trying to be outside, trying to be cute. That's not an option. So that was one of my things when I met the gentleman, and I decided to try and take his advances seriously. And it's like when we talk, even like me sitting here like this in front of you, I told him, I said, I feel a little uncomfortable. And it wasn't because of him. He didn't do anything wrong. I feel a little comfortable because I felt like this, what I'm wearing, this is a lot. But I know that their fashion is a little bit different, but there's not women just walking around like this. So for me, one of the things I was like, do you feel comfortable with how I dress? Um, or how, I'm obviously I'm on YouTube and things like that. Like, do you feel uncomfortable like this? Because those are big questions. Like, so if you get with someone and they feel very uncomfortable with the fact that you look very unclothed to them, that's a big red flag. So I did ask him that, and that's another thing you got to consider. If you're on here doing some things, you want to make sure they know, that hey, listen, I do cosplay. Some of my cosplay is a little, a little risque. I can wear two tops. Is that a lot for you? Um, and things like that. So you want to ask those kind of questions, um, and make sure you're in the right clothing or whatever. But I know that, like, if I was to meet his parents, I would not wear like this top. I'd probably wear like something maybe short sleeve at the most, but definitely covered. It just being respectful. So I would just do that, and that wouldn't bother me. So, but those are things you have to worry about. Like I said, when you're talking to someone, what they're dressing like, what they're used to, you know, um, being that you're this way. Like a lot of girls, like when they're doing stuff and we're talking on video calls, like I don't want to stand up wearing like a crop top and some pants, and he's like, oh my goodness, this woman's like half naked. Like, I don't want him to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way. Like, he just said they're more modern, and like I said, you're not, as a woman, you can't, like, I asked him about the dating scene. He's like, we don't date. He's like, you just don't go on dates. But he's like, you can go out to get something to eat with someone, but like, not really. He's like, not really. And they usually have to have like a male there, or they have other women there. Like, you just don't like go on dates. Like, you can talk on the phone to get to know them, but like, you're not doing like dates like we do here. So this dating experience is definitely, outside of my realm, a lot more. I will say intimate. I will say it's more intimate because even though no, he doesn't get to see my body, even if the distance doesn't even matter. Even though he can see my body, like I see a little bit. I think the fact that I have to get to know him on a more mental level without that physical stuff, it's a little different. It's a little different. And not trying to bring up sexual topics like that. And it's not even like real sexual topics. Like, if you're like, oh, do you like the way I look in that outfit and all that, and your outfit is maybe a bitty dress, and I'm not gonna do that, because I feel like I'm like basically showing him like almost porn, like that's or born. Sorry. I just don't think it's a good idea. So I have to move a little different with him. I try not to use like vulgar language, and I'm not even saying it's vulgar for us, but vulgar for him probably is vulgar. And he said he's okay, but I'd be like, nah, sir. I'm gonna try to keep it PG, at least until I get to know you a little bit better and know where the line is, because some guys will be like, oh, it's okay, but maybe it's not that okay. So I want to kind of feel that kind of line out. Definitely I try to be careful with, like I said, like when we talk, I'll do like this. Now when we're talking, I try not to do, I'm gonna show y'all that. No. No, no, no. To him, that's probably a racy movie. Not today. Not today. But those are the kind of differences I have to take on because of who I'm talking to. And so, it's like I said, it's like a little bit different. So we have to do something a little bit different when it comes to conversation. And then especially since like he's from another place. So like YouTube and things like that are look different. He does watch Netflix. So like we talk about like different shows we may watch. Obviously they have different shows over there. Like, so this is like interesting. Like, I try to find out what kind of music he listens to. He shared a couple of people he listens to. And then we talked about like the shows he watches. But most of the time, which is even makes it a little harder, is that he's like, oh, I work all the time, and like so I go to work and I come home and like I might watch something a little bit, and but not really. And I see him, which is different, is that he a lot of times when he's not at work, he's sitting trying to relax and be in peace. So there isn't, you know, is not a lot of noise and rackets and running around. But that may be because he's a single male living on his own. So um, this could be, this is different. So also, like I said, because I have children, things like that. So I asked him about that too. Like, how does that feel? Like knowing that, I have a lot more activity. He's like, oh, I would love to be part of that because that's what we like, big families. I'm used to that. And so this is very interesting for both of us, at least on my side. Um, I would love to do probably like an interview with him when obviously when he's had some time to mourn. And then that would be really, really interesting to share his point of view of dating someone from over here. And I would love to hear. He's actually really good at having conversation through text, which I hate texting, but he actually does very well. And I've had some video calls too. And obviously, I talk really fast, so I have to slow it down. But I enjoy having those conversations because I can tell that he is very, very passionate about his conversations. And when he gives out the information to me, I feel like, okay, I get you. I'm feeling you. I'm vibing with you. So I really enjoy taking the time to, um, get to know him. That's really awesome. So I definitely like to even talk to him about topics like this, like how it is to date someone in the Western world. What does that look like? How do you feel about it? Why are you looking outside of your country also? So like these are things I would love to have a little interview with him so you guys can see and feel that out. And I just want to share you guys what he looked like and things like that. So next time we're going to have a guest speaker. We're going to talk about another location and about the dating process outside the country and what that looks like too. So I can't wait for that. But I did want to share this with you guys. I appreciate it. Hey, Great Peel, thank you for coming on. Dangerously Active, Savage, Mr. T, Knowledge and Relationships. Thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you guys share this video, like and subscribe if you guys haven't done that, and that we can keep going on our Poly by Nations and see where this goes because it's going to be a great ride. I know it's low key right now. It's going to be a great ride. I hope you guys learned a lot and are able to find your love outside of the country if that's what you're supposed to do, or find your love here in America and see what that's like. So either way, this would apply to you even being somewhere else and finding women in America and what that looks like. Do we as women seem real rah rah in the West to people outside of the West? So this is something that I would love to dive deeper into with you guys. So we'll do that. Like I said, I don't want to make the video too long. We're about 50 minutes. So thank you guys for bearing with me. We'll be on knowledge and relationships for our more in-depth conversation about this stuff today. So all guys will hit you up. Please check it out. It's a knowledge relationships, and it's like on YouTube. So I'll let you guys go. Thank you for checking me out, Miss Nebraska. How dare you come in when I'm about to leave? We had a great little show here. You're okay, Miss Nebraska. You're never too late. You're too great for that. We definitely had a little good conversation, but we're gonna have another one tonight with knowledge and relationships. We're gonna go in depth on this little bit of content I put up right now, and so that one would be a longer show. We're gonna talk about the rest of polying. I don't even know how poly dating. Okay, around the world, and then we're gonna dive into some deeper stuff. Hey, the Harris tribe, how you guys doing? So we're gonna have more conversation about dating outside the U.S. People from the outside the U.S. dating here in America, what that's like. We're gonna have that conversation on knowledge and relationships later this evening, and we're gonna dive in deep. Hey guys, thank you for checking me out. Like I said, I try not to go live all the time, so that you guys have time to put in your things. Thank you for commenting. And then what we're going to do is have a guest next show. Okay, guys, remember that guest next show. Please be ready. I will actually put up some more advertisement. I'm working on it, guys. Working on being better at advertising the show before they come out. So bear with me. But we're going to do that show tonight. Like I said, these are some of the things I looked at. Take a look at the rest of the if you guys can go back and look again, do a replay. Okay, do a replay. Check out this little episode here, and then we're gonna go forth. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you a little later.